Welcome to our second video of chapter 1. Today we will learn on safety precautions while working on electrical system. In this chapter, in this topic, we will see some safety rules that is to be practiced while working on electrical systems and why we need safety while working with these systems. It's vitally important to take safety precautions when working with electricity. Safety must not be compromised, and some ground rules need to be followed first. So, why safety is important? Safety, suppose you are dealing with electrical systems or your main switchboards or any kind of switchboards which contains AC, that is alternating current, then it will be very dangerous if that AC is passed through your body. You will get a electric shock which may even cause to death. If the magnitude is very small, then it may damage your tissues, your nerves, your brain, your heart, and if the magnitude is very high, then it will cause an instant death. That's why safety is very important, and if you are not an expert in that, then call an expert for handling that situation. The basic guidelines regarding the safe handling of electricity documented below will help you working with electricity. So these are the some basic guidelines that is to be followed whether you are an expert or you are new to this. First one is avoid water at all times when working with electricity. Never touch or try repairing any electrical equipment or circuits with wet hands. It increases the conductivity of the electric current. As we all know that water is a good conductor of electricity. So avoid water while working with electrical systems. Even wet hands are dangerous for that. Second point is never use equipment with frayed cords, damaged insulation, or broken plugs. If suppose there is a cut in a wire or cord is broken from somewhere, then try not to use that cord or replace it first. Third point, if you are working on any receptacle at your home, then always turn off the mains. It is also a good idea to put up a sign on the service panel so that nobody turns the main switch on by accident. So, if you are working, if you are repairing any kind of fault or you are repairing electrical system, then you must turn the main switch off. Otherwise, you may get shocked. Why you are doing so? Because you are cutting the supply electric source supply so that you can work with safety. Always use insulated tools while working. Why insulated tools? Again, insulation will cut the electric path, so it is safer practice. Electrical hazards include exposed energized parts and unguarded electrical equipment which may become energized unexpectedly. Such equipment always carries warning signs like shock risk. Always be observant of such sign and follow the safety rules established by electrical code followed by the country you are in. So there are some signs over the equipment which you should not neglect and observe them and try not to touch that portion because these area contains some kind of exposed electrical equipment, which are very dangerous if you touch them. Always use appropriate insulated rubber gloves and goggles while working on any branch circuit or any other electrical circuit. So, again, this will provide you insulation. Never try repairing energized equipment. Always check that it is de-energized. How you will check that it is de-energized? By first using a tester. Tester I'll teach you in the later lectures with practicals. With the help of tester, you can check whether the equipment is carrying any kind of current or not. When an electric tester touches a live or hot wire, the bulb inside the tester lights up, showing that an electrical current is flowing through the respective wires. As you insert or test with the tester, if there will be any kind of current, a bulb will glow and you will come to know that equipment is carrying wire current. Check all the wires, the outer metallic covering of the service panel, and any other hanging wires with an electrical tester before proceeding with your work. So if you want to repair anything, you just first, before opening a panel, you must check the metallic body with the tester whether that metallic body is neutralized or is there any kind of current in there. If not, then open it and then check all the wires which are hanging or exposed electrical equipments with your tester. If they are, if it is not showing any kind of indication, then you can proceed it for the repairing part. Never use an aluminum or a steel ladder if you are working on any receptacle at height in your home. An electrical surge will ground you and the whole electric current will pass through your body. Okay, so if you want to use a ladder, then try to use a ladder which does not conduct electricity, such as bamboo, wooden, fiberglass ladder, etc. Because again, if it is a conducting material, you will give a path from live wire to ground and you will get a serious shock. Know the wire code of your country. I will teach you wire codes in 7th class. Always check all your GFCIs once a month. A GFCI, ground fault circuit interrupter, is a residual current device. Any kind of residue current will pass through this device and you will not get shock. They have become very common in modern homes, especially damp areas like the bathroom and kitchen, as they help avoid electrical shock hazards. It is designed to disconnect quickly enough to avoid any injury caused by overcurrent or short circuit faults. So you must use this RCD also, and you must check always GFCIs at least in a month. So thank you for today. Today we learned about safety precautions while we are working on electrical system. Thank you, and this was the end of chapter 1.